comfortable with that line outside the off stump. So just to force Markram away from that line, he has used that sweep stroke. Fetch the ball from outside the off stump.
So good, Sauce. Yeah. Perfect. Op die skouer. To army.
All too easy for Shan Masood. To his credit, he's not really gone hard with that big booming drive. He's waited on the ball and sort of played it half-cock, slicing it and looking for those singles. Quicker through the air and got South Shakil in a bit of a tangle. Query was probably whether the ball hit the pad before it hit the bat. Let's have another look. I think the toe of the bat just hitting the back pad. There's a sweep, lap sweep for runs, probably 4. Beautifully played. He knew exactly where that fielder was. Very square. Good placement. 193 for 3. Runs have come in singles, 50 singles exactly for Shan. But you've got to admire the skill of South. Played it fine and deft touch and obviously great placement.
Probably end of the spell for Markram.
It's uppish, but it's safe. Right, it's the flip the bucket challenge. All you have to do is flip the KFC bucket and wear it on your head, just like that gentleman, or 2 gentlemen in fact. And the winner will get KFC finger licking good prizes.
Yeah, given the state of the fielding effort from the South Africans, Pakistani batters shouldn't be deterred playing the ball in the air.
They need bucket hands, South Africa. Oh, that's beautifully played. Played it late. A lot of class from South Shakil. That's well defended in the end, but he'll take 3.
Seems like he has warmed up to the job, to the task. South Shakil is looking to express himself now, bouncing on every opportunity. And what a save that was. Full commitment.
This is more like it. South Africans are known for some great fielding over the years. They've got rich history, legacy. You can fault their game against spin at times. But to be ordinary in the field, that's very unlike a South Africa. 199 for 3. Yeah, good crowd in. A lot of them left when Babar Azam got out. But some of them are still here. Just trying to, in my mind, remember the great fielders of South Africa over the years. I remember there was one in the 60s, early 70s, Colin Bland. Imran Khan used to tease us when we were fielding with one hand and missing the ball. Do you think you are like Colin Bland? And I said, who the hell is Colin Bland? And then we realized that, he was such a good fielder. Hit the stumps from all angles. Then clearly there was John T. Rhodes and Herschel Gibbs. A.B. de Villiers. Such a great fielder, all-round fielder.
Did you take the full name, Colin Bland, or said your fielding is bland?
He was a 6-footer and a very fine fielder. John T. is probably the best amongst the lot. And that Inzamamul Haq run out will be remembered for lifetime. The 92 World Cup 200 comes up for Pakistan. It really has been great going. After winning the toss, you want to impose yourself on the opposition. They've done exactly that. Then there were the West Indian greats in the field. Viv Richards was a terrific all-round fielder. Gus Logie, Roger Harper, Carl Hooper in the slips. Maharaj 1 for 49. He was supposed to be the wrecker-in-chief, and they played him well. After 23 overs, he's picked up 1 wicket for 49, 200 for 3. Armour to bowl again. More flight and nicely driven. The fielder is in, which is good thinking from South Africa. Otherwise, that would have been an easy long single. Inverix Solar Energy, Pakistan's #1 solar brand. Trusted for over 15 years. Leaves enough room from technical aspect for that straighter line as well. So you're obviously looking for the ball to spin. When it doesn't, which is a natural, or could be a natural variation, still very good with the angle of the bat.
Don't mind the last delivery. At least he forced the batter into playing a stroke with the angled bat. And that's where the off-spinner has the chances to break through again.
Misfielded, allows Shakil a single, but he has worked exceedingly well. It's been long bowling spells for Harmer, and he's looked to hit that area around that middle and off stump line, trying to hit the good length and hoping that the natural variation will provide him with a wicket or two. That ball that he bowled to Imamul Haq and got him bowled was a fabulous delivery. You can watch it over and over again.
And so far, he hasn't bowled a single delivery to a left-hander over the stumps. Yes, that odd delivery turned sharply for him, where he dismissed Imamul Haq. Other than that, he's been flat on the bat. So why not experiment?
That's nicely struck. That's a beautiful boundary. Sweep shot, played exquisitely. 2 or 6 for 3. Absolutely hit off the middle of the bat, and he was ready for this. Got to the length early and swept it in front of mid-wicket.
Test match meandering along.
Correct.
Watch closely. Hawkeye, drone, with Pakistan building. Partnership 39 of 90. Not going along swiftly, but very assured. Done with 86, he'd be looking for those next 14 runs. Being able to just move along with singles, down the ground, again aiming mid-on. Nothing really happening for the spinners. Maharaj bowling tightly, but South Africa in this session haven't created much. Yunus joins me. It's been a sedate sort of session so far. Nothing much happening. No real reaction off the surface. Pakistan looking solid, just building quietly.
They're keeping the run rate around 3, which is not bad. They're definitely searching. They're just being very watchful, very careful. In this session, we saw batters looking to sweep. It wasn't the case in the first 2 sessions. Ball's gone old. It's 71.4 overs old, so things are very, very dull, slow at the stage.
Yeah, it's the 72nd over. We've just seen a couple of overs from Muthuswamy, which is a huge surprise. Left-arm spinner got 11 for the test match in Lahore. And you suppose if he doesn't get to bowl before the 80th over, then the new ball will be taken. And you think the fast bowlers will be back in action. So, an interesting call here. Obviously played 3 spinners, 2 left-arm spinners. The main bowler in the first test match hasn't really been employed at all.
Well, I asked the same question to Sean Pollock next door. Asked him what's wrong with the Swami. We haven't seen him bowl. Then he said, don't want to bowl 2 left-armers at one time. I mean, the guy has picked up 11 for in the previous match. He'd be thinking, what have I done wrong? Doesn't matter if it's a left arm or right armer. If you're good, you're good. Simple as that. Well bowled.
The only thing that he's done wrong is drop a catch. 208 for 3. And Mulder, who played in the first game, were dropped for this test match. Maharaj coming in, he's bowled 24 overs. Also Marco Jansen, who has bowled 10 overs now. South Africa still searching. There was a little period of play where they got a couple of wickets and you thought maybe now the wickets will start rolling, but it has been tough. Jansen back in the attack. Will there be reverse swing? Will Shan Masood think this is the opportunity to go quickly towards that 100? He's bowled decently. Got one delivery that hit the stumps and didn't remove the bails. Or otherwise he's been just back of a length. Not much happening, but he's hit those lengths.
Jansen should get a liberous swing in the air. Rawalpindi wants to get into the last session after tea, and if the ball is looked after and is old enough, you always see a little bit of reverse.
There it is. Bit of drift away from the left-hander. Play and a miss.
Very, very good start from Jansen. Just outside the off stump. Shine more toward the slip region, a little loose from South Shakil, was reaching for it. Very lucky didn't get the edge. There's one slip and a gully there. But watching the last delivery, feels that you want another slip.
That one drifts back in, so there's definite reverse swing.
I was expecting paces to come straight after tea. Well, this ball is pretty old now. A lot of leather is gone from one side. They've kept the other side shiny, and straight away South Shakil realized that it is swinging. He's got to wake up. He's got to be very careful, watchful. First went away from him. The second one coming back. What's next?
Oh, beats him again. This is fabulous, and they go up. There's a polite inquiry. The umpire is unmoved. I think that just was beaten. There was no such excitement as it left, but the keeper's not confident, so they're not going upstairs, and I think rightly so, because it was just a regulation play and a miss.
Yeah, missed it by fair distance. I think the appeal also came very late, and he wasn't sure. Straight away to the captain, wicketkeeper just went, nope, I don't think, I'm not sure. So it's your responsibility if you want to take a review. And rightly so, he doesn't want to take a blame.
But there is swing from Jansen. Goes for that booming in swing, misses his line altogether. That is 4 byes, but there was no chance because it was way down the leg side.
This can happen to someone who's very new to reverse swing, because we saw balls swinging both ways, and Johnson, who's not that much experienced when you are bowling the old ball, which is reversing. That's why he's just spraying it around, just one in, one out. All you got to do is just get yourself in the rhythm first and bowl one swing rather than trying too many things.
This time is flicked away, but just maybe settle down with that line. There is some swing now. It's always pleasant in that Tapal Tea Lounge. It is Pakistan's #1 tea brand, and the fans enjoy all the time. And then the weather gets cooler. Also affects reverse swing. Johnson is getting the ball to reverse. Now the temptation would be to bring Rabada from the other end.
Yeah, I will not be surprised if Markram decides to bring him.
Plenty of shape. 212 for 3. Managed to keep the run rate down. It's sort of hovering around that 3.1 mark, but it's the wickets that South Africa are after. Session 3, there's been a little bit of excitement in that previous over with the ball just swinging a tad. The spinners haven't been able to make an impact yet, and it is that time. Chips. Lovely. Sauce, mayonnaise. Khan Masood turns it leg side. He'll be thinking 13 more runs. As a batter, it's always now where you start to think about those 3 figures. But he's been quite controlled. Last half an hour and so. Being able to get his singles. Like that. Trying to just turn it away leg side.
Not seen him use his feet for a bit now. He likes to come down the pitch and hit it over the top. Mid-off up in the circle. He's little cautious, little careful from that rough region, I feel. That's why he's being watchful, very careful from there.
In the air, chance, and this time taken. Khan Masood with the sweep shot, the top edge. And it has been caught around the corner. Misses out for 87, the captain.
It's a slow pace delivery ball by Maharaj, 76 kilometers an hour. Looped it up outside the off stump of Khan Masood, who couldn't help himself. Extra bounce, extra kick. Oh, bat closing first. Made sure he closes his hand this time. The South African fielder. Johnson picking up a wonderful catch. And a wicket for Maharaj, and this is his second wicket. And Khan Masood couldn't get to his 3-figure mark. 80 gone for 87. It's 1-2-1 for 4.
Mohammad Rizwan walks in at number 6. Disappointment for Shan Masood, but Mohammad Rizwan, last couple of years, has been Pakistan's best batter in Test match cricket. Number 6, your wicketkeeper, he gets your runs play spin very well, and this is probably the pitch where he like to bat on. The ball's easy paced. But at the moment, Pakistan, as soon as they look as if they're really going to be ahead in the game, South Africa come back. Shan Masood was thinking about that 100. He was just turning the ball around, getting those singles. You mentioned that he hadn't used his feet. He went for that sweep shot. He was lucky earlier on when he was dropped, but not this time. Now Maharaj, can South Africa get back-to-back wickets? They did that in Lahore. Can they get the same here at Rawalpindi? That'll change the game around. Blows it up. Not a lot of turn.
Maharaj being bowling around that 82, 83 kilometers an hour mark, and that delivery where he picked up a wicket of Shan Masood was a lot slower. 76 kilometers an hour on that delivery, and it was in the rough. He had to actually reach for it to play that sweep shot.
A wicket maiden for Maharaj. Pakistan 212 for 4. Yeah, tried to hit it hard. Ball just bounced on him. Easy catch round the corner, but the way that South Africa have caught this test match, they were delighted. Shan Masood misses out. 100 for the taking. He's gone for 87. $112 for 4. South Africa will be thinking a couple more before stumps. Ball is reversing, so it's a chance for Janssen just to put his imprint on the game. Got a slip in a gully. That previous over, he got the ball to hoop both directions. They're not as happy, the dressing room now. Just a little bit gone in favor of South Africa. Box that now. Saud Shakil very comfortable against spin. The average is almost 70 against spin, but against pace is 31. This is that previous over.
Yeah, trying too many things. The ball's swinging. And I think this is the way to go. Just outside the off stump. This was a poor delivery from Janssen. Just kept on going with the arm. This was a little straighter. I think that fourth stump, fifth stump line is perfect.
Round about there.
Yeah, maybe a little closer. And he can easily move that mid-wicket fielder into a second slip or a third slip. But for that, you have to make sure that you keep bowling that length and line. Because if you're going to try too many things, in swing, out swing, and then you definitely need a fielder at mid-wicket. At the moment, only two fielders are catching position. Slip in a gully.
Watching the shine very carefully, Saud Shakil knows that the ball is dust reversing, going with the shine. What bowlers tend to do is bowl you 3, 4, 5 outswing deliveries and then try and bring that one back in. Now, will Janssen look at that and say, yes, I'll concentrate on bowling the way swing, but my wicket-taking delivery is the one that comes back in. Now, as he runs in, he's trying to hide the ball. He's holding it in his right hand, trying to hide the ball as much as possible to give South Shakil no clue. That one he brings back in.
His pace is definitely up. He's bowling around 140 kilometers an hour. Previous over was little wavered, but finding his line now. He's a big man, big buckets, big hands, so he shouldn't have problem hiding it in his right hand. It's just when he move the ball from right to left, that's where the South Shakil will be watching it clearly, cleanly, closely. Over ball, 2-1, 2 for 4. Big hands is hard to see, but really watch closely that shiny part. Now you struggle to see. It's just batter's got to watch out when he just changes it, and right there when he picks up his left hand up, just get into his rhythm, get into his action. That's where you got to watch it closely.
Maharaj is bowling on a length, not out of purchase, but just working away, trying to get that ball to turn from there. And also he's got that little slider which brings in that LBW in play too. Rizwan very wary of that. Rizwan never really goes towards the off stump with his front pad. He's always leg side off the ball. Make sure that he's besides the ball to left arm spin.
Bazit, the question is, will Markram take a new ball, or will he continue with this old ball with these two? Hit it hard, hit it all the way. Might have just bounced inside the rope and rolled over for 4, but that was a very controlled strike.
Yeah, that's his go-to shot. He'd assessed that Maharaj is just going to persist there, so just moved across slightly. And then that slog sweep, he's very good with the sweep shot, with the slog sweep, backs himself all the time. Markram shouldn't be worried about these big hits. Make sure that his bowlers don't give away singles, then let the batter take a risk. Blocks, it is 216 for 4. Plenty of bowling for Maharaj and Harmer. Muthusamy just with 2 overs. Rabada 10, Johnson 15. We suspect that Rabada will play a role before the end of day's play today. New ball due in 4 overs time. That is the question. Will Markram then take the new ball or not? A full toss turned away. It will be a couple of runs. Just a single. I know Waqar Bhai, with the ball tailing in so much, you wouldn't have wanted a new ball. This would do.
Yeah, when the ball is reversing, as a slingy bowler myself, I would love to carry on with the old ball. It's doing quite a bit. This will be a good matchup, Jansen bowling to Rizwan. The only thing worries me is that they don't have enough fielders in the slip cordon. Because we saw the ball coming into South Shakil a couple of times, and if he can bowl the similar delivery around the wicket to Rizwan, there's chance. No, that's poor. That's not good bowling. So a new batter.
Yeah, with the angle and with the amount of reverse. This started way outside the off stump. That is too straight. Rizwan, when he comes to the crease, sometimes he doesn't really play the one that comes back in sharply towards that off stump. That's probably the one that you want to aim for. Right about there, and then one that can just straighten up a bit. But if you can hold a couple of deliveries there and set that up.
Umpire's not happy with Jansen coming on the pitch. He's just having a look.
Fikr Free moment. Download the Fikr Free insurance app. In the gap, so he'll come back for 2.
Well, the plan seems that Jansen will bowl till the 80th over, and then Rabada will take over from him with the new ball, and Maharaj will continue with the new ball. I think that will be a good plan, because new ball, left armer, just bowling the area where he's been bowling, will trouble Pakistani batters. The amount of swing Jansen's getting, he's not really getting it right. Either he's way too much outside the off stump, or is just spraying it on the leg side. He's got to get it right.
Edge shot doesn't carry. And that has gone to the fence. It's a brilliant delivery, the edge there. Armour, well, it hasn't carried, it hasn't been able to stop it either. 4 runs conceded.
It's definitely painful for the South African fielders, but it's more painful for me, because I've been screaming to have another slip in. If another slip means there will be 2 there and close to each other, would have been a better chance of catching it. This one was dying. Definitely need another man there. It's a new batsman just come in, and this time will not come again.
Just about carried. Yes, he's very close, so very little reaction time. He just moved a step forward too, but once you get that close, you don't get a lot of time to react. This time leg side, Rizwan scampers away, just a single. There is something happening with the ball, some excitement when the left armour is getting it right.
Excellent delivery from Jansen. 4th, 5th stump. He's one of those batters who doesn't like leaving the ball. He opens up, and if the ball moves away from him from that 4th, 5th stump, he always pokes at it, always chases it. So it's important to have your catching positions ready, mainly in the slip.
Oh, full toss again. There's plenty of reverse, but not a lot of control. 226 for 4. 3 overs remain till that second new ball. And down the ground for a single.
From the commentary box end. Jansen bowled 3 overs and he's wasting this time, and I think Rabada comes in with the old ball even. He can bowl 1 over and see if something happens for him, stick to it. If nothing, then take a new ball. Simple. I'm sure there's a spell in him for tonight, Rabada.
Just before the delivery where the ball was dropped and Slip Harmer had a word with Jansen, ran all the way to the bowler, then that happened. So whatever he had advised the bowler, it worked, but he forgot his own part to play.
Nice one, Baz. Nice one.
Goes forward, defends that, and it is 228 for 4, and it is time for drinks.
In Pakistan, 78 over George, 228 for 4.
A good start for Pakistan, 228 for 4. Shan Masood has been the standout, 87. I suppose that we did a little bit disappointed that no one's got on to get a 3-figure score in the series so far. 4 wickets have fallen down. We'll have a look at them. Any of you who've come in late, that was a peach of delivery. That was we thought, okay, we're going to see more and more of this as the day goes on, but it wasn't the case. And that drifts in, lands somewhere behind leg stump, and then turns prodigiously. That was fortunate, you would think, but as far as fortunate goes, he had written his luck with 5 or 6 chances. Brilliant catch by Dazorzi. Babarazam had to be on his way. Keshav Maharaj entering the fray. And then the 4th wicket to go down was Keshav Maharaj again. This was at the end of the Pakistan captain, Shah Masood, trying to sweep, just closing the face, top edge. Safe hands he has, Marco Jansen. Answer that for some of the fielders of the South African team today, but Marco Jansen, you can.
Yeah, he must have been mighty nervous. Look at him. Watch the ball disappearing in his hands. And jubilant. Maharaj. Now the bowlers had to work hard for their wickets. The bulk of bowling done by Maharaj and Harma.
Yeah, South Africa have used the reverse swing decently at the back end. This is just Marco Jansen getting the ball to reverse both ways. And asked a few questions. You just feel that his reverse swing when he's trying to in-swing it to the lefty hasn't quite been on point. That one was okay. But when he's got it full enough to hit the stumps, it's just been sliding down the leg side. But he's got something to work with, and that's why South Africa are continuing with using him.
Yeah, Rizwan has been edgy dealing with Jensen's bowling, especially the reverse swing. In the previous over, he managed to edge one. Very lucky to survive. Rizwan has been edgy. Important message of the play for both the sides in this test match. And South Africa goes on to pick up a couple of wickets here. Well, they'll feel. In the previous over, he managed to edge one. Very lucky to survive. Rizwan has been edgy. Important message of the play for both the sides in this test match.
Shaquille and
South Africa
Markham just having a little bit of a chat with each other.
Wickets here.
Shadows are starting to get quite long at this stage of the day. Sun going down.
He managed to edge one. Very lucky to survive. Rizwan has been edgy. Having a chat with each other. Wickets here.
Shadows are starting to get quite long. Let's see if they take the new ball or not.
He managed to edge one. Very lucky to survive. Well, I think there must be one spell left in Rabada's tank. And if he's feeling up to it, the captain should go for it. Harder ball will slide off the surface. There'll be more for the spinner.
And stays down. Verena can't deal with it. They'll be through for a VAR. Haven't seen anywhere near the variability and bounce as what we saw in Lahore. Quite a few deliveries from the faster bowlers stayed down. We might see more as the game goes on. It's just more evidence that it's a better surface and more conducive to helping the batters get some scores. We're going to have running repairs now to Kyle Verena. I think he's damaged the finger. It's just something you have to deal with as a wicket keeper.
Yeah, keeping on a pitch like this is hard work, isn't it? Especially when the ball is dying on you. And never as a wicket keeper you are fully fit to keep the wickets in an international game.
Yeah, always there's something sore. But in all honesty, fast bowlers are similar. You kind of always tend to come in with a niggle, magic spray, just to try and eliminate any pain and allow him to carry on. It looks like it's hit him more on the wrist than the finger. Yeah, from a keeping perspective, if you've grown up and played just in South Africa, it's a complete contrast to what you can experience on some of the pitches in the subcontinent. It can be really challenging as a wicketkeeper. Also, it was interesting to note, I thought Marco Jansen had played a test match in the subcontinent. This is his first. Never played in Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, India, or Pakistan. So some running repairs. We'll also look at where South Africa will maybe be feeling a little bit of regret. That was the first over. Catch went down, much to the disappointment of Kahisa Rabada. That one, the ball actually clipped the stumps. Then there was a caught and bowl that was dropped by Maharaj. He got there comfortably. Markham missed one because it came off Verena's gloves. And there's a missed stumping. He tried to get into position. He'll be disappointed with that one because he had a bit of time. Just carrying to Simon Armour. It just has not been their day.
Yeah, imagine if those chances were taken. Pakistan would have been in a spot of bother. And the first over, managed to stop that one. That was a big blow.
Particularly when it's the new ball in your hand and it's going to have such an impact compared to later on. You pick up one wicket, could you have had them 2 or 3 down quickly? Turns the game on its head. Never know. South Africa working as hard as they possibly can on the ball. It is reversing, so they want to get it nice and shined up. Time for the fans to enjoy their cricket with Pakistan's own brand, Tapal, in the Tapal Tea Lounge. Tapal is the #1 tea brand of Pakistan. Edged again. Did this one carry? South Africans can barely believe this. Marco Jansen, he's tried his heart out. Can't get himself to pick up a wicket.
You know, in the slips, especially in subcontinent, you cannot afford to take your weight on the heels. And that's why we haven't seen catches being taken in that particular region.
Difficult to work out if it did exactly carry. We'll maybe try and find another side-on picture for you just to work it out. But he's trying to stand as close as he can. He's well ahead of where Carl Verena is. Just wants to make sure that it carries. That one's too high, maybe heading down the leg side. Let's have a look from this angle. Edge, does it drop short? Or was he just late in getting down? I think maybe dropped short. Yeah, looks like dropped short.
You know, if you see the technique, just about the ball is played by the batsman. He stands up in the slip and then tries to go down. That time wasted can cost you. Here in subcontinent, 2, 3, 5 for 4.
Pakistan, averaging just under 40. So South Africa would think they have to get at least 2 wickets to feel that they maybe open up an end with the bowlers for Pakistan.
Last over. With this ball, after this, a second new ball is due. Would you play that straight away, Sean?
I think Maharaj would mind bowling with it, so I think it might be a good plan, because Janssen's not really the guy who's going to trap you in front with an LBW because of the bounce he gets. So he's kind of relying on finding the edge, and we've seen in the last few overs that the ball doesn't carry. So the harder ball will carry. I think that's why it might be a good plan. Yeah, day one in Lahore, the score at the close of play was 313 for 5. I don't think Pakistan will get there from a runs perspective. South Africa will be hoping to pick up at least another wicket. Bit of a surprise. At one stage today, the scoring rate was right up there. I thought we'd be heading for a score in excess of 300.
I think post-lunch session, South Africans, all with the right ideas, said, okay, the pitch is not offering a lot. Let's tether the batsman. Wait for them to make a mistake. And it has worked. 80 overs done. Second new ball due. 235 for 4.
Sen Mutasamy to be introduced.
Why the change of heart?
The 2 overs today, and the last time he bowled was in the 25th over of the innings. Being Keshav Maharaj, if you have a look at that 28 overs, the man who got 11 wickets in the last game, just the 2.
Why the change of heart now with the second ball due?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Interesting, because also if you're trying to have an impact, the ball's 80 overs old, the seam's pretty much flattened out. Three men back on the leg side, 1 man back for the reverse sweep. You've been a little bit surprised by the surface. Did you expect a bit more?
When I had a first look of this pitch and I tapped it, it felt very hard. Yes, it was abrasive. But I thought there'll be some turn. But it has surprised many. Definitely. The behavior has belied the looks.
Particularly after that wicket of Simon Harmer. That was his first over that he came on. I thought, okay, now we're going to start seeing it brag square.
Yes!
I think South Africa, having lost the toss, would have feared the worst. And now, after what they've seen in the surface, the way it's played, they'll realise that even when they do get the opportunity to bat, maybe in their first innings, maybe not the second time they come to the crease, but that it should be very battable. Whereas in that first innings in Lahore, you felt like you could always get a good one and maybe get yourself out.
yes.
Yeah, he's very comfortable bowling to these two. He really struggled bowling to Pakistani captain who went after him. It's a steady start. Muthusamy, 236 for 4.
There's the overs bowled by the South African bowlers. Rabada is just the 10, so you do feel he's got a spell in him. If South Africa do decide to take that new ball, maybe with 6 overs to go, so that he only has to bowl the 3. I'm just watching him closely in the outfield. I haven't seen him begin to limber up, so no plans as yet. Archer Keel, something's irritating. I don't know if it was bracelet or something along those lines that he wanted to take off.
He's in no rush, South Shakil. Happy to defend at the moment.
Very interesting to see how close this was. Sometimes the keeper and the bowler and the people in and around the bat try and make a bigger song and dance about how close it was to the stumps to try and make the batter feel like he misjudged that. But it's probably missed it by about half a metre. So no real issues there. Maharaj missed the first test. Been the pick of the bowlers, I think, today. Created a lot of opportunities that also haven't been taken.
Yeah, he's the one who has given control of the game to the captain. Hasn't leaked runs. He's been economical at the same time. Managed to pick up a couple of wickets.
The drop catch at first slip. Had the missed stumping as well. Dropped his own caught and bowled, so he could have quite a few more. It was Muthusamy dropped one of him as well. I think it was him, not Salman Harmer. So 4 opportunities spilt off his bowling. Nicely played. He's been waiting for something over pitch. Just caresses that one through the covers. I'll get back for the second. 238 for 4. Debut in the Test arena at the age of 38. I mean, now that you've seen the surface, do you think Hassan Ali would have been a better option, or do you think it's a good call to play the extra spinner?
Well, this pitch is bound to deteriorate, and I think the pace Asif bowls with, he can be handy on a surface like this. And he extracts a lot of bounce because of his height. He doesn't believe in flighting the ball too.
Is he flat trajectory?
Now with his style of bowling, if the pitch starts to respond to him, he can be devastating.
82 wickets in the last 2 seasons of first-class cricket. I think he'll look in the dressing room and think, oh, pity I missed out on Lahore compared to this one. Well, that may change as the game goes on.
I suspect this will start to deteriorate after tea tomorrow. Because it's bone dry, abrasive, and the grass available on this pitch is going to die as well. Now this pitch is bound to respond to spinners.
Ball Seni. Something out there, Seni, love you, boy.
That's the contrast to playing in South Africa, for example, where the wicket might be a bit spicy up front and the game moves forward quickly and then flattens out. In the subcontinent, you often get the surface being a bit flat to start and then really speed up the result as the surface crumbles and starts to get variable. It's nasty bowl to finish the over. 240 for 4. Seven overs remain in the day's play. Just over half an hour still to go. The over rate has been impressive from South Africa with the amount of spin that's been bowled. Isha Maharaj, I had a chat with him. He came into Lahore for the fourth day of the test match. There's that round arm one that's gripping in the surface again. And he said he bowled 49 overs in a first-class game back home. So he felt like, fitness-wise, that it cleared his fitness. and probably get the ball into the right area. As you get older, the hardest thing is that right hip. That's where the pace comes from, and as you get stiff, it's getting it from that position there to getting it through. It allows you to generate that pace. Oh, that could be gone. The new ball done the job. Yes! South Africa have their fifth. Rizwan running down the pitch, doing all those kind of things. He's not going to get too much sympathy from behind.
Yeah, beaten for the pace on that occasion, Rizwan.
5 seconds.
Kagiso Rabada really bent his back on that occasion.
To the umpire, to director, we have a player review for LBW. Original decision is out. I've checked the feet. It's a fair delivery. We go to front on, please. Front on coming up now. Oh, doesn't look like there's any bat involved. Yeah, I've got no bat involved. Clearly there's a gap between bat and ball before it hits the pad, so we can get a ball tracking when it's ready. Don't need ultra edge if you... Yeah, there's a clear gap. Ultra edge coming up. Clear gap between bat and ball. Yeah, he is already walking. Yep. Yeah, okay. Just waiting on ball tracking. Charlie. Ball tracking coming up now. Charlie, pitching outside off, impact in line and hitting the wickets. It's 3 reds. You'll stay with your original decision of out.
Yeah, so the dismissal confirmed. Rizwan is already almost off the field. He's crossing the boundary rope as you speak. And he reviewed it but didn't give himself too much hope. He goes for 19, 246 for 5.
Is a terrific late middle order batsman, Salman Ali Agha. What a knock he played at Lahore. 93 in the first innings. Had a great partnership with Mohammad Rizwan. He's been dismissed, Rizwan. Rabada getting one to nip back and caught him plumb in front of the stumps. Because of that wonderful effort from Shan Masood, Pakistan can afford a hiccup or two. A couple of wickets have gone down rather quickly late in the day, but they still are bossing this. 246 for the loss of 5. .246 for 5.
It was a straightforward decision for the umpire, but Rizwan decided to take it upstairs. Didn't work. Good time to take a new ball. They might be just thinking, why we have delayed it for 4 overs? Why didn't we take it straight after when it was due? Perfect length, ball just nipping back. Pakistan suddenly on the back foot. Runs have not come. Been slow going.
Good bowlers test the skills, the batting skills and technique of batsmen, and Rabada there bullseye because that length was so good that Rizwan could not go forward nor back. Caught on the crease.
That was a perfect length. Rizwan likes to play from the back foot, and ball maybe just kept a little low.
This could be a good little face for South Africa. Rabada has created an opportunity, a window of opportunity. Can they run through?
Yeah, that's the length where you look to go forward. But because Rizwan likes to sort of sit back and manage it from the back foot, and if the ball skids and come a little quicker than your expectation, this can happen. I know Rizwan really backs his eyes that he can manage it from the back foot, not new ball, not from Rabada.
The last ball, no ball. Dow's record against pace is pretty average compared to what he achieves against spin. Versus pace, 19 times he's been dismissed and maintains an average of 31.84 compared to spin, 16 dismissals at almost 70. So the average balloons up against spin. So South Africa have got an outside chance here to dismiss him. Oh, very close to the inside edge. You got to be firm with your feet movement. Actually, a surface like this demands you to be sort of more firm with what you want to do with the feet movement. Go forward, go back. Can't be caught in no man's land.
And you also got to stay positive. If you're in a mode where you're just going to look to block, then you're asking for trouble. You got to make sure that if the bad ball is presented, take advantage of it. Ooh, it was in the air for a bit. 2 slips and a gully. Backward point. Looking to take the ball away from South Shaquille Johnson.
It's a good ploy. Force him to play on the up. Get it to shape away from a little outside the off stump. Engage him into a frivolous shot. Another good delivery, hitting the length. Not an easy time to bat, even for South Shaquille, who's well settled. He's on 40, but you're looking at the watch, playing for the day. It's a second new ball. It could be make or break for South Africa. So you want to defend in a way. So South Africa and the time is forcing a different hand on South Shaquille. He's been forced to defend. Oh, there's play and miss. Perfectly bowled. Very nice over, comes to an end. 247 for 5. Beauty of Test cricket is that you can make a comeback. There are 3 sessions available. And so South Africa look flattened out in the first 2, and this has been a good one for them so far.
Rabada running in much better than the first few deliveries is bowled. Taken a new ball and straight away responded by Rabada, picking up from Mohammad Rizwan's wicket. He keeps it so simple. Just that 4th stump. Just keep it there with good length. Right there. It's been a South African sort of day, if you just have to analyze it, because yes, they've bowled 86, 87 over into the 87th over. They picked up 5 wickets, but the good thing they've done is they did not allow Pakistan to run away with it. They did not allow them to score quickly, which they did in Lahore.
Yes, they ended up with 313 for 5 on day 1 in Lahore. That is good bowling. Is off the mark. Salman Ali Agha confidently played. Yeah, the body language is good. There's so many things to like about his batting at this position in Test match cricket. He looks pretty relaxed. Doesn't look rushed or hurried. He's got a game plan. He's got good enough defensive batting plan also to see off, a situation like this where South Africa are looking to attack with the second new ball.
Sometimes I feel he bats way down the order, Salman Ali Agha. Such a good technique. But batting at number 7, kind of a little late for him. He's kind of batter who would like to spend time at the crease and build innings with his partners, but sometime Salman Ali Agha run out of partners. Batting at number 7. Maybe a little too late. Technically a very sound batter. Very crucial 3.2 overs remaining. South Africa would like to pick up one more wicket before the close of day.
He's got to mind that corridor, South Shakil. Feel that Rabada is going to target him in that area, in that space. At times it gives you the impression, South Shakil, that he's maybe looking for a bouncer after every second delivery. I think he's got to just calm down. Even if it's a short pitch ball on a surface like this, it's not really going to be sort of rushed. Good enough pitch to be on the front foot against pace. They are once again poking at that leg. This is excellent bowling from Rabada. He looks emotionless, but is bowling wonderfully well. 248 for 5.
New shiny ball hit the seam and just moved away from South Shakil, who's playing quite nicely, but it's just new ball is causing few issues, especially in this dying light. Lights are on, sun is still peaking, so it's a difficult time to bat right now, and Pakistan just looking to survive these coming 3 overs.
Well, feel it. Keeping Salman Ali Agha on strike. Had that hit the stumps, who knows? Could have been curtains for Salman.
Yeah, he was a little lazy turning around. Ravis was the man. A good dive in and then release the ball very quickly. Would have been a very tight call. Had to really rush back. Agha Salman. That angle from around the wicket has caused issues to Pakistani batters if the ball goes away from them. If it's coming in, I think Not much problem from the left armour, but it's just that ball snips away from the right-hander. There's sometime I feel Salman Ali Agha opens up. Still manages it because the pitch is slow.
He's managed the hard length well so far. Let's see what happens if the ball is floated up. But South Africans have got this pair thinking about the closure. And we know, Waqar, that once you're forced to play for time, it can alter your batting DNA. It's a difficult thing to do because you are going against the grain. So there's this forced closure of the innings that can get you confused.
And you also miss out on runs because your frame of mind is such that you're just looking to block or leave outside the off stump, and that's probably these two are talking right now. The counting deliveries. 14 left. Still got to come and start again. So if there is a loose delivery, don't shy away from it.
I think better off bowling on that length, a little fuller. 248 for 5, still a ball to go. 10 minutes to go. 11 minutes to be precise.
We are on time. Lahore, we were going overtime. Reason, side screens, mainly. Took long time to fix those. No issues here. Well done. Ground staff here.
Could easily have gone and hit the stumps off the bat. 248 for 5. He played a very fine innings. Shan Masood in control, was really special against spin. He had a game plan, the initial bust, and then he calmed down. A lot of singles in his knock. Over 50 singles. Few near misses as well, but he'd be happy chappy.
Last recognized pair, Rizwan and Salman, they played well at Lahore, put up a very good partnership. It's the lower order who have got good record. Noman, Ali, Sajid, Khan, Shaheen and Asif, but not really produced the goods yet.
He's got his own method and style. South Shakil may not be aesthetically pleasing at times against pace, but somehow he's found a way to remain afloat in Test cricket. On the pads, gone fine for 4. That's a very good shot. 250 comes up for Pakistan. It's once again been fine batting after winning the toss.
The batter has been guilty of bowling onto the pads occasionally. Then he really pushes it hard, tries to generate some extra pace. He's gone a little too straight for this surface and had to pay for it.